Hi everyone, this video is to show you how the hinge support pieces work for my Paper Village shops. Some shops have one hinge, some like this one have two. You'll see why in a minute. But yeah, this is just to show you how to put it together. It's not complicated, but it's difficult to describe in text. So I'm going to show you how they work. This is the coffee shop, the Ivy and Bean. So I've printed all the pieces already, as you can see. So we have the 4 main shop pieces, and this one has 2 hinge support pieces. On the sheet, before you cut them out, it will label them as top piece and bottom piece. I don't think you can get them mixed up for most shops because they're different sizes. But let's see how they go together. So you'll have 4 pieces for every shop. So you have the shop front. You'll have the front interior, so that goes on the back of the shop front. You'll have the main interior piece and the back of the shop, which obviously go together. For now, we're only going to focus on the main shop front. We're going to turn it upside down and we're going to take our hinge pieces. Right, you will have needed to fold these already. I mean, I've done mine. So fold them. We're going to start with the top piece. So all we're going to do is simply glue it to the back of the shop along the straight edge. So this one is narrower because it goes in this top bit here, and this straight bit's narrow. So it's going to be stuck like that. I don't know how well you can see that because I'm on a white table. But it's going to be stuck along the edge, the straight edge of the top bit of the shop. So I'm just going to pop some glue on here and stick it down. You can use whatever glue you like. I'm using this because it's quick, easy and mess free for the video. Okay, so I'm going to stick it carefully, making sure that it stays on that straight edge of the shop. That's because there are these building details here which obviously stick out. Okay, so we've got that first one on nice and easy. We're going to do exactly the same with the bottom piece. So I'm going to put some glue on it just around the edges. It doesn't have to be neat, you're not going to see these. And then again, we're going to line it up with the straight edge, making sure that we don't cover up the building features that stick out. Okay, so they're stuck together. From the front you can't see them. Okay, so we're going to open those up. The next step is to take your shop front interior. So that for the coffee shop, that's this one. Obviously they're labelled on your sheets when you print them off. And we're just going to simply stick this over the top. We're going to match it up with the shop front and stick it down. So to do that, we just need to put some glue around the shop front, obviously on the back. I'm going to go all the way around. Make sure you've got lots of glue in there. Just going to go around and do the edges. Okay, so now we're going to very carefully line up the front interior piece on top of that. So I'm just going to bring it closer to me so I can see. And then we're going to smooth it down. And there we have our shop front. So the next step is simply to do exactly the same on the back. So we're going to take, our back piece, back of the shop, put that one to one side, and we're going to do the same thing, except I find it easier if we fold these over, we put some glue on the hinge supports and then place this over the top. That's simply because it's easier to line up the front piece with the back piece if you place it over like this. Otherwise you've got to try and do it like this, and that's just potentially going to go wrong. So first of all, we're just going to put some glue on these hinge pieces. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect because these are not going to be seen. Okay, so we're going to hopefully keep them as flat as possible, and then we're going to line this up with the front and stick it down. Okay, I'm going to smooth that down. Hopefully I've got that lined up fairly well, yeah. Okay, so now the back piece is on. I'm going to open it up and you'll see this. Now this last piece, putting in the main interior part of the shop, is the trickiest part because we do have these overlapping pieces. So when we put it together, it will involve a little bit of shuffling and making sure we get it tucked inside in the right place like that. Okay, this is the hardest part of the whole thing, but it is the last part. For this one, I'm probably going to put the glue on this one just to make it easier for me. Obviously when you do this, you can take your time, no need to rush. I just don't want the video to take a really long time. Okay, so now we're going to line it up. I find it easier if I line up the top first. And then we're going to fold this over and tuck that piece inside there. Then we're going to shuffle it around a little bit. Make sure we get it lined up. And then we're going to run our finger along the edge. Make sure that we've got it all lined up. I'm going to smooth it down and see what we've got, and then we have our shop. I have managed to not tuck that through. There we go. Okay, so now that's it really. That's how the hinge pieces work. Obviously you can now go round and tidy up the edges if, like me, you're overlapping ever so slightly. I will be making full shop assembly videos for every shop. Obviously that's going to take me a bit of time. If there's any particular style that you would like me to start with, please let me know in the comments. I hope you found this helpful. Thank you very much for watching. If you've got any questions, let me know. I'm always here to help. Thank you. Bye.